So the next type of measurement we're going to talk about is weight and mass. And in the imperial system that we just discussed, there are really only a couple of measurements you need to be familiar with, and that is the ounces, the pound, and the ton. Ounce, pound, and ton are the three big ones. And I gave you the two most important unit fractions, which is that there are 16 ounces in a pound, and there are 2,000 pounds in a ton. Now, ounces with reference to weight are different from ounces with respect to volume. Those are called fluid ounces. Like if you drink a can of Coke, it has 12 ounces in it, but that doesn't mean that your can weighs almost a pound. It means there's 12 fluid ounces in there. We'll talk about that soon enough. For now, we're just talking about weight. And yes, the fact that we have weight and then also liquid that are both measured in ounces is another reason why the imperial system has got some issues. It's got some issues, okay? Don't be too hard on them. It's not like, I mean, if we had invented the imperial system second, like if we'd had the metric system to look at first, we probably would have done better, but the metric system came after imperial, so we made all our mistakes with the imperial system, and then we did the metric system and improved on everything. I am, of course, lying. That is not what happened. Imperial came second. I don't know why we did this.
Probably because we followed the ancestry.
I legitimately don't know why we use this system instead of metric. I'm sure at some point somebody was like, America needs to be different, but I don't know.
Well, they started changing the English language when they came to America.
Okay, so here we go. 9,000 pounds converted to tons. So just like with our length measurements, we're going to find a unit fraction that contains the units pounds and tons. We got two of them here. So we're going to take 9,000 pounds, which is abbreviated LB for some reason. We're going to multiply that by something, and in the end, we should have some tons. As far as I know, there is no abbreviation for tons, but it's a pretty short word, so I think we'll be okay. Now, just like with our length measurements, the way that you decide which one of those unit fractions to multiply by is it's the thing you want on top and the thing you have on bottom. So we have a measurement in pounds. We want a measurement in tons. So we're going to use this one on the end, 1 ton times 2, or 1 ton over 2,000 pounds. So 1 ton over 2,000 pounds, like so. Just like before, the way that we're going to multiply these together is by making the first one a fraction. We do have some units that will cancel. Pounds on top, pounds on bottom. So on the top, 9,000 times 1 is 9,000. And on the bottom, 1 times 2,000 is 2,000. So it's 9,000 2,000ths tons.
Or 4 tons, 1,000 pounds.
Or what? Say it again.
4 tons, 1,000 pounds. Would that be correct?
4 tons. Yes, 4 tons, 1,000 pounds. Yes. I was actually just going to reduce this. 9,000 over 2,000 will reduce to 9 halves. So 9 halves tons is good. It's a little weird to say 9 halves tons though. So you could also convert this into a mixed number, which would be 4.5 tons. This answer is really good, but you could take it an extra step and say, well, half a ton is 1,000 pounds. If there are 2,000 pounds in 1 ton, half a ton is 1,000 pounds. So you could say 4 tons, 1,000 pounds. And that would be just fine. 4 tons, 1,000 pounds. Okay? Not too bad? Let's convert pounds into ounces. Who's with me?
I'm with you.
All right, calm down, everybody.
Me too.
Thanks. All right, pounds to ounces. So we need one of our unit fractions that contains both pounds and ounces. So let's come back over here. This one right here has got pounds and ounces in it. We can either do ounces on top and pounds on bottom, or pounds on top and ounces on bottom. The thing that we want has to be on the top, and the thing that we have on the bottom. So we have a measurement in pounds. We want a measurement in ounces. Okay, so it needs to be ounces on top, 16 over 1. Okay. So we're going to do 3 pounds multiplied by 16 ounces per 1 pound. All right, let's make this a fraction. Cancel our units. And on the top, we have 3 times 16, which is 48. And on the bottom, we have 1 times 1. And the unit will be
48
ounces. 48 over 1, of course, can reduce to just 48. 48 ounces. That is weight. 48 ounces of weight is 3 pounds, not 48 fluid ounces, which is the size of a small drink at McDonald's, 48 ounces. That's not true. A small drink at McDonald's is 8 ounces.
I was about to say.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I saw her. I saw you on her. Yeah,
Okay, so converting 33 ounces into pounds is not going to work out for us because 33 ounces is not a whole number of pounds. Very similarly to when we did the other conversion, we want to do some long division here to figure out what it should be. The measurement that we have is ounces. So we want to use the unit fraction that's going to cancel our ounces, and that's the 1 over 16. So that's going to be our unit fraction, the one with what we have in the bottom. I can't rely on what we want because we want both pounds and ounces. So I'm going with the unit that we have, which is ounces. Okay.
So did you just flip those?
Hmm?
You just flip them?
Yes, I just flipped them.
Oh.
These unit fractions are exactly the same except flipped, and they're just flipped so that the one that I need can be on the bottom, or the one that I need to be on the bottom can be on the bottom. So we end up with 33 times 1 pounds on the top and 1 times 16 on the bottom. No more ounces because the ounces canceled. So it's 33/16 pounds. 33/16 pounds is weird. If I put in my online dating profile that I weigh 33/16 pounds, am I a fatty? Am I skinny? Am I a freak of nature? Yeah, if you're doing an estimate, you're like, well, 32 would be 16. That'd be 2 pounds, right? 32 ounces would be 2 pounds.
It's small.
That's pretty small. If I put in my online dating profile that I'm 33 ounces, should definitely not message that person. They are a premature baby that has somehow managed to get on social media. Okay, so I want to do 33 divided by 16. A fraction line means divided by. So 33 divided by 16. And as we expected, when we start dividing, 16 will go into 33 2 times. So that's 2 pounds. 2 times 16 is 32. And we're left with a remainder of 1. Okay? 2 is the pounds. And 1 is the ounces. 2 pounds, 1 ounce. That's teeny tiny. That seem all right? Hopefully you can brush up on your long division. We're going to subtract 3 tons, 1,350 pounds, from 8 tons, 1,000 pounds. Subtract 3 tons, 1,350 pounds from 8 tons, 1,000 pounds. Your mom went on a diet. So we're going to set this up like any other kind of subtraction problem. We're going to line this stuff up. 8 tons, 1,000 pounds.
It doesn't matter if one goes on top or bottom, right?
The bigger one needs to go on top. Not least of which is because of the way the problem is worded. Subtract 3 from 8 means 8 minus 3. In subtraction, the order that you subtract them in is really important. We want to start subtracting from the right and work our way over. So we want to subtract the pounds first, the 1,000 pounds minus 1,350 pounds. This is a problem for us right off the bat because 1,000 minus 1,350 is negative. So we're going to have to borrow. We're going to have to borrow some from this 8 tons. Let's take 1 ton off of there so that it's 7 tons. And I'm going to just slide it right over here into the pounds column. So if I take 1 ton from here and move it into the pounds column, how many pounds is that?
2,000.
Yeah, I'm taking 2,000 pounds from this column and adding it to this column. So that'll be 3,000. The 1,000 that I already had, plus 2,000 more. Okay, so 3,000 minus 1,350 is 1,650. And then 7 tons minus 3 tons is 4 tons.
So when you said 2,000,
Because there are 2,000 pounds in a ton, so I took 1 ton from here and I moved it over here. I took 2,000 pounds from this column, which is why I went from 8 to 7, and I added it to this column. Okay? So I was asked in the length section, how do you divide? Ask and ye shall receive. £9, 6 ounces divided by 2.
We just divide 9, divide by 2, and then 6 divided by 2.
Yeah, we want to divide each one of the units by 2. That seems okay. Huh?
So 43.
Well, let me show you what it looks like. Let's take 9 pounds and divide it by 2. And then over here we'll take 6 ounces and divide it by 2. So here's the easy part. 6 ounces divided by 2 is 3 ounces. That's pretty easy. But 9 pounds divided by 2 doesn't work out so well. Because 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Okay?
Will 4.5 work?
4.5 is fine. But the point is, that's not a whole number of pounds. 4.5 pounds, that's 4 pounds and some ounces. How many ounces is my half a pound?
6, half pound.
Half a pound, how many ounces? So there's 16 ounces in 1 pound. So this is 8 ounces. So it's 4 pounds plus 8 ounces plus my 3 ounces right there for a grand total of 4 pounds, 11 ounces. Any questions about that one? That was a little tricky. It's a little bit
If
tricky.
you get the 8 ounces, you just 4 times 2 would have to be 8.
Yes, but it's because this was half of a pound.
Yeah.
There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So there are 8 ounces in half of a pound.
Yeah.
So the half a pound was 8 ounces. Now, length in the metric system is measured in meters. Weight in the metric system is measured in grams. All the prefixes are still the same. Kilo, hecto, deca, etc. But now instead of meters, it's grams. So, I got kilograms, hectograms, decagrams, and I got grams, decigrams, centigrams, and milligrams. This is a system of measurement made famous by Pablo Escobar.
Is a kilogram like a pound?
Yeah, a kilogram is like a pound. The closest measurement you have to pounds in the metric system is kilograms. But even that, again, my constantly evolving online dating profile, if I said I weighed 150 kilograms, am I in shape? Am I incredibly thin? Am I overweight?
I think you'd be overweight. I think you'd be dead.
I'd be dead?
Oh, wow.
Dead because I'm so fat or dead because I'm too
I don't
thin?
think your heart is worth it.
So you're saying 150 kilograms is a huge amount of weight?
Wouldn't it be?
I don't know.
Isn't like 3 pounds a kilogram?
2.2.
Oh. Yeah, you'd be fat.
Would I?
Yeah, you'd be like a big boy.
How many grams you say?
Huh?
2.3 or something like that.
2.2, I believe, 2.2 pounds in a kilogram.
Yeah.
So if I said I was 150 kilograms, you do 150 times 2.2.
It'd be 300 and something.
300 something pounds. You'd be a big old boy. So next time you go to the doctor and they weigh you, if you want your number to seem better than it is, you should demand that they weigh you in kilograms. You will seem much thinner. Pro tip, if you want to impress the nurse, I guess. Just like with the length measurements, we still multiply and divide by 10 depending on which direction up the ladder you go. So if I'm moving from left to right, if I'm moving in that direction, I am multiplying by 10. And if I'm moving from right to left, I'm going to divide by 10. Okay, just like the system of length. So if I were to ask you to convert 3.2 kilograms to grams. So to convert from kilograms to grams, I'm moving to the right, this direction, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to multiply by 10, 1, 2, 3 times. So if I take the 3.2 kilograms and I multiply by 10 once, that gives me 32 hectograms. If I multiply 32 by 10, that gives me 320 decagrams. And if I do it one final time, that's 3,200 grams, which is the measurement I actually wanted.
So technically, when you get a decimal, if you meet left or right or whatever, you just pretty much just move the decimal.
That is exactly what I'm doing. I'm moving the decimal.
Yeah, what you're doing is like, okay.
And I'm moving the decimal the direction that I move on the ladder. If you move to the right, you move the decimal to the right. And if you move to the left, you move the decimal to the left.
Same thing goes with the other stuff with kilometers, meters, and all that.
Exactly right. The metric system is
it different with dividing and all that, or is it the same?
It's the same. The metric system is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. One of the great things the world gave us, the metric system.
There are ounces in metric?
Say that again?
Are ounces metric?
Ounces are not metric. Ounces are imperial.
I know I know a metric to imperial conversion. 28 grams are in an ounce. That's the only thing I know.
28 grams in an ounce?
Yeah.
Of course you know that.
I can't think of an above board reason why you would know that measurement off the top of your head, but I'm sure there must be one.
I like math.
You like All right, great. So centigrams to grams is our next conversion. We're starting here, and we're going 2 spots to the left, so we're going to move the decimal 2 places to the left. So the decimal already right there is by the 2. If I move it 1 place to the left, I just go 1 spot. That would give me 0.235 decigrams. But I need to go 1 more time to get to grams, so that's 0.0235 grams.
Do you have to put that, or can you just put 40?
You could just put 0.023 instead of 0.023, but they are going to make fun of you at the math party if you do that. You're going to be a social pariah at the math party. All right?
Alexis told me that he might not make it, but he might come after class. So, I don't know. He's trying to ask me what we're doing right now. I just told him that.
Well, you're not wrong. I will, as usual, post the notes and the video of this to Blackboard and YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button, guys. It really helps me out.
I thought that only works at YouTube.
I'm putting this on YouTube.
What's your YouTube?
I'm going to go viral.
Account?
Facebook Live.
So, just like with our length measurements, you do have to convert these so that they are the same unit. So grams and decigrams don't work. They have to both be grams or both be decigrams. It doesn't matter which one you do. I think multiplying is easier than dividing, so I'm probably going to go grams to decigrams just because you multiply by 10 once and they're both decigrams. So 1.6 grams is 16 decigrams. And then I'm just going to subtract. All right. 10.6 decigrams. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about the weight and mass measurements?
Oh.